and a very good evening to you. And now, an Advent story. Advent is a wonderful time, and the Viennese love it. The city is dotted with small Advent markets, and all, more or less, exactly the same. A beautifully decorated tree, hot spicy wine, Christmassy things one can buy, a wonderful Advent feeling, and of course, Advently seasonal music. And about 10 years ago, I was at just such a market, and this is what happened. I was having a wonderful time. Everything was great, and everything Advently perfect. But it was the choir that provided the spirit of the evening, and singing mainly in English, they were very, very good. But the evening went quicker than expected, and soon came the very last song, and with it an unusual surprise. The conductor turned to the people, thanked them, and wished them a very happy Christmas and Merry New Year. And then, after turning back to the choir, closed his eyes and started conducting the very last number. And the choir started singing, and the crowd started humming along. It was all very magic. And then came the very last line of this very last song. And just like a half-dying swan in great pain, the conductor, with still tightly closed eyes, raised his arms in an arch, paused for a second, then flutteringly and dramatically brought them back down again for the expected, well-practiced, majestic conclusion. But the choir didn't stop. They simply carried on singing. The last line had not been the last line at all. The singers had been singing from their song sheets and not even looking at the conductor. And the conductor, because of his tightly closed eyes, had not even noticed he was being ignored. But all's well that ends well. With a very red face, the conductor conducted hard to catch up, and of course brought the concert to a triumphant conclusion. And the applause was fantastic. The audience had had a wonderful evening. And that's how it was, an evening of magic, with more than 1 or 2 glasses of hot, spicy wine, and of course some Christmassy songs sung by a very fine choir. Advent, a wonderful time that the Viennese love, and I love it as well.